Hi everybody, I'm Heather Green and I'm an intuitive and energy worker for humans and animals. And today I wanted to bring through an energetic update on the shift and kind of just talking about what's happening lately. It's been a very intense last month. We had the eclipse portal that we went through in August, and now here we are mid-September, kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern, waiting to see what will happen. And for many, it's been really intense. Timing is kind of weird right now. It's hard to predict. It's hard to see clearly where we're headed, in our personal lives and with our collective and in our world. So I wanted to bring through the Pleiadians and see what wisdom they might have to offer us during this time as we're moving beyond the eclipse portal and into the equinox energies here as we get into late September. So I'm going to take a couple deep breaths and bring them through, and I will see you all shortly. Greetings. We are the Pleiadians, and it is always our pleasure to connect with you in this way. And it is our honor and our greatest pleasure to be here today and talking about the energies of where you're stepping into now, in your world, in your universe, in connecting to all the cosmic beings that exist around you and through you. These are amazing times from our perspective and from yours as well, as many of you rejoice and celebrate the portal that you've just gone through in August. These energies of the eclipse will continue to work with many of you for a very long period of time as you continue to integrate and activate within yourselves, turning off, releasing, and turning on what it is that you need, moving forward in your spiritual growth and evolution, and in your connection to all humankind. For many of you, if you're feeling stuck or confused, uncertain about the future, we offer some reassurance here that this is mainly a reflection of the time you're in now, in this integration phase of still working with these energies in all levels of your being, still processing, still releasing to a greater degree. And for many of you, you're also stepping into a new role, a new mission. It's as if some of you have been handed a completely new incarnational blueprint and you're starting from scratch. And we actually see this happening for many of you who've been on your path. Many of you light workers out there who've been doing your work for some time are now being offered an upgrade. And as you are taking this upgrade, it can be awfully confusing for many of you as you see that your old life and your old ways are being wiped clean and your new life is in front of you. And you're yet to see what that's going to look like. You're creating it every single moment of every day with only the backbone of your blueprint to guide you. So as you continue to integrate these energies and moving through the end of September, as you enter the early October time, we see that for many of you, particularly those who are starting fresh, who do have a new role, responsibility, mission, that there will be more clarity to come in the beginning of the month. And you will be able to see the big picture, more of a big picture mentality, we would say, as you're headed and where you're headed. But those finer details of your life, we want to remind you all, the finer details of all aspects of your lives and those that involve others in your world and your world at large are going to come on a day-to-day basis. And actually, we'd say on a moment-to-moment basis. And this is what it truly means to be living fifth dimensionally, that in each moment, you decide what is best aligned for you in that moment through your heart center. In your heart center, you decide what is best for you, what you're more inclined and pulled to do or be. And that is what leads to your next moment, and from that moment, the next moment. And this is how you become sovereign creator beings, as many of you are moving into deeper and deeper levels and layers of this. Now we want to speak of one other aspect that's happening now, that's causing anxiety and stress for many of you humans. We see lots of changes happening in your world, lots of struggles and conflict and changes in your environment and governmental and political changes as well. We want to encourage you to know that this is all perfectly appropriate on the journey that you are on for creating a more united front in your world. This is indeed the way that you wanted all of this to play out. You've created this as a collective. You've decided that this is the path, this is the quickest route. And in fact, we see it as a great acceleration, an amplification of the acceleration that you've been in since April of this year. It is going to go into an even deeper quickening, like a simmering pot, going from simmer to boil. It is essential in the transformational process that all aspects and entities and beings are melded and molded and become one. And there is a sense of breaking down in this process in order to build from scratch. So know that anything and everything that happens in your world regarding people, animals, whatever it may be, that is perfectly appropriate for the pathway that you're creating together as one. We would encourage you not to judge the form that these changes take, and instead seeing it for what it is, change, a change that is greatly desired. And when we speak of change, we see many in your political arena and still regarding possibly your presidency, your political and cultural scenes, revolutionary acts, amplifying. This second 360-degree change that we've spoken of before has yet to come, but it is coming. And we say this with excitement to you because we see that all of you desire it greatly. So be observing in that. Join in the excitement of that with your fellow humans and all of your collective, which includes your animals, the nature kingdom, and all the cosmic beings who assist in your planetary change. And knowing that what change is coming is for what all of you desire, and it's going to happen in a quick way. Events will speed up as you head into October and into the end of the year, not just politically and collectively, but in your individual lives as well. And this is also a reflection of the lightening of the current dimension that you exist in, where the higher dimensions and realms can bleed through more easily and impact the way you experience time and the way events flow. So be open to going with that flow, for acting on opportunities and openings that come available to you, and taking advantage of many more possibilities and potentials that you've never had offered to you, but that will be available now at this special time that you have. And again, we wish you all much love, many blessings. Remembering to go within whenever needed to find your own safety, your own security, your own sense of peace. And the knowingness will always be there for you, that everything is right and well in your life, despite what may appear to be happening outside of yourselves. And then you'll always know that all is well and as it should be, and that you're flowing in the right direction, despite how things may look. And with this positive energetic stance, you begin to influence the way events do flow, both in your personal life and in your collective and world. And timelines that were to be change. It becomes easier, it becomes more graceful, it becomes more cooperative and collaborative. Potential traumas or drastic alterings, which can cause a very unraveling, and many can be avoided this way. But embrace all that it is and all that it was, for you have created this from our perspective. Be very proud of your own creations. And we say this until next time. We wish you all well and we love you. Hello, everybody. This is Heather. Well, that was a wonderful message, and I'll be talking more. I'm actually going to be channeling the Pleiadians later this month on September 26th. It's a Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. in Santa Barbara at Center of the Heart, and they're going to be talking more about the equinox energies, a little bit more on what we talked about just in these last 8 minutes. So if for those of you who are interested, check us out. And also my website is Teal Healing, Teal healing.com. You can read more about my events there. The site's under construction, but there's a link where you can access my old site, which has all the information up there. So I will hope to see you all soon and have a wonderful month.